You have to turn the master volume up. Just turn up on the master volume as you talk until you get some sound. I got you.
That's way over. You got top honors.
Wait a minute. If Corwin was 90, how old is he?
We had a cake back there for everybody. So don't forget to get a piece of cake and a cup of coffee to celebrate all these birthdays. And remember, also there's one other thing. I want the oldest cousin to stand up and wave.
Bill Long.
Lisbon?
Okay, I'll tell you what we're going to do then. We're going to line up all the cousins by age. Right down through here. We'll start right here.
Yeah, go ahead and talk.
I'm right there.
Right there. last year and this year.
This year ago.
You've probably already seen it.
Down there, we do. Jackie's me and you're Georgia.
There's a lot more boys in that generation than they were in that one before that. There's only 4 boys the last time.
You're 35?
You look good. Terry. It's one of Donnie's boys, but I don't know which one it is. The one that's in the red, creamy, on this side of the green.
Yeah.
From 35 to 80.
And maybe
Yeah, man.
yeah, that's Dan. Yeah, I said Dan. Is he has his name? And before, just before Terry got his clothes. So he's the one in the green. And the other side is, I'm not sure who's in the side.
That's
Oh, is that Tim? Oh,
Rita's
no,
son-in-law.
oh, okay.
I think it's
I don't know, the one in the shirt, three-tone shirt, on the other side, Terry. Well, that's John. Because you have. Yeah, that's what I said. Yeah, that's Terry. On the other side of Terry. Yeah. And it was Patsy's boy on this side. That was Nate's one, the green shirt, green hat. I said Terry got his clothes. I know that he was before Terry was. Yeah. And Debbie's was the youngest. Right, Jordan was the youngest. Patsy was the oldest.
I don't have anybody watching.
Third cousin's going to be very cute.
They get to do that.
No, I'm waiting on Brad.
I'm glad I got a balance. I want 4th generation. 4th.
So my children, Maya, Arabia, Allison.
Yeah, that was a little bit.
Say. But oh, she's old.
Then we'll just get a picture then get the, everybody.
Can't hear well either.
Everybody else I can give up for money. I'm glad you told me now.
Or did she already do it? John, $5 for the family reunion. Mine's in the car.
I'll go get some.
Well, no, that's okay. Maybe ask Becky what she did. Where did mom go?
The real one.
Now the in-law lines.
They're pretty prominent, aren't they?
I want to pair with your smile.
Count my money.
Oh, you give us that. Oh, now let's go.
Black and white.
You could have got a lot more money if you were dressed up in some old lady's clothes.
That's gas.
Everybody thought you would
Bag
touch your
lady.
battery.
Thanks. Yeah.
Okay, hold them in.
Trying to hide back there.
Sharon wants to get mom's camera and take pictures.
Where is it?
I put it in her. I laid it right on the table. You want to fly back? If everybody, are you sure? If everybody gets 5.
You can retire.
I really did retire a couple weeks ago. It was my finest. Yeah, it was my finest.
Oh, did you?
It was my finest moment. I had made up this money. You know out there, you're gonna have a crowd to get it. I made it because I can only have one of those. I was gonna match. That was good. So you go to a different place for your army and you go to so I'm sitting here in lineups with the friend of mine. It's prematurely gray hair, so he looks a little bit. He asked the guy, do you want to see my ID? No, just as long as I know you got it in your wallet, that's okay with me. Then he looked at me and he goes, I don't see yours. And you went, yeah. This is so cool. I'm really glad to hear you say that. I said, you're going to be really surprised. And when he looked at it, he just said, it was one of my best moments. Even if I had to be the oldest one not lying to me.
Did you get your payment working great? Saw it to get a
Man, I
here, if your address has changed, check it. Make sure we got everything right. So we can pay for next year. Send it to Jerry. And what else?
Did he say for sure he wanted to have it?
He didn't say we just volunteered.
So we don't really know, huh?
So that'd be all right. This time we're going to have.
There may be
You know,
5
you
or
got
6.
something to say about your mom and dad, you can say it. Funny story. I got one on my mom. I'll start it out. Everybody knew that lived in Plainfield and we had a swimming pool.
Where's Chris? Chris, you heard what he said, didn't you? Anybody else talking about the road?
The swimming pool in behind the Dairy Queen, that's where it's at. You don't down there in Plainfield, right behind the Dairy Queen used to be a swimming pool there. You could go there and swim. Well, back then we couldn't have no way to get there. We had to ride the bus. So I walked down 6 Points Road there.
You had
go to the
wheels?
bus, and Jim and I all go down there. And Mom didn't want us to go. She says, "You can't go until you guys learn how to swim." That's one thing I'll always remember saying that. If anybody's got anything else, I got one thing on Chris. When I was young, I shot my uncle's picture window out with a BB gun. Well, guess who shot mine out? All right, Chris. He said, "Well, you did it." So if you got anything, everybody will keep quiet while you're talking. If you got a big mouth. You got several?
Yes, several things.
Okay. So you got
Maybe
several things.
Judy wants to start.
Okay.
Where's Judy at?
Judy can start.
Judy.
She's got a bigger one than I got. Hey, Judy, you got a big mouth, and my ears don't work too good.
This first started out because it was going to be Mom's 80th birthday this year. Brenda and I decided we needed to roast Mom.
Hey, I don't think she knows what that means.
Roasting means telling funny things about her. Then there's so many birthdays, we decided we're going to do it for all of you. But it has taken me since Brenda called me 6 months ago to think of something Mom did funny. All I can think
She
of
had
is what
you.
we did to her.
She had you.
But it was between who was I going to tell on? Was I going to tell on this mother? Or was I going to tell on that one down there with the leg crossed? I think the hardest thing for me to do is after I got married and tried to cook, and I decided I wanted to fry chicken, and I could not figure out how Mom got all them pieces of chicken. I went to the butcher and I said, "I want these pieces," and they didn't know what I was talking about. Because there were so many pieces to our chicken. More than what should have been.
You thought a chicken was all wings, huh?
Mom always had the back, so we thought that was her favorite piece. But I've got one story I want to tell her, and I'm going to tell it for Uncle Dallas because if you can hear me tell it. Uncle Dallas took Mom to the doctor one time, and it was snowing, so she had to wear her boots. Well, they were at the doctor's office, and she crossed her leg. And guess what was wrong with her boots? They're right to the feet. chair, I think. So I'm gonna let Dude, she's the next one. Hey, or anybody else, want to tell them their
These girls that know.
Okay, Jimmy and Lori know a lot more on Mama.
And they're living down. All right, lady, let's take a mic. Take the microphone. You don't think they can hear me? No, take the microphone. We drive too hard.
No, I don't want to talk about that. Well, I have a couple things to tell, and I'm priority to figure out what they are. But when my sister and I, when Jenny and I, we lived in Bloomington, and we always spent the summer at Grandma's. And we always went out, dug potatoes, and played with the bugs, and did all kinds of stuff in the garden. But our biggest adventure was she put us in the car one day, and we had a bunch of, there was a bunch of cats. I can't remember how many big cats, but there was always kittens around the house. So we'd get in the car, and Jenny and I are pretty young, and I can remember we were in the back seat. We were in the back seat. So turn it up. I turned it up. It's gone. Jackie, did you turn the button there?
No, it's just the wire. It's a bad wire.
Oh, so it's not going to work. So, Mama decides there's too many kittens, so we pile the kittens into her car. Me and Jenny were in the back seat, and these kittens are in the trunk, and the kittens are clawing around the back seat. Clawing at us, and we drop off all these kittens and go back home, and by the time we got home, all the kittens were back there. And then one more, which Marilyn was here, she would tell this one for me and Jenny. Me and Jenny, Marilyn, and Katie were always at Mammoth's together. And we'd always be on the stool singing. We'd always be doing something funny. But this one was funny because we were all older. We were at Mammoth's house, and she was fixing dinner like always. And she was going to fix us something to eat. She wanted to know if we wanted some pudding. So she fixed us the coconut pudding. So she fixes it and we start eating. Me and Jenny and Mary Lou, we all look at each other and we chew and chew. We couldn't swallow. She put so much coconut in the pudding. So now it's a big joke. Every time she asks us what we want to eat, we always say, not coconut pudding.
This
Button push button.
When I was a child, I slept with Mary and Jewel between them.
Must be a good one.
Mary was 10 years older than me and Jewel was 14. So, Mary had problems. So we all had a problem when we'd get up from the
Warm in the winter though, wasn't it?
It was, yes, it was real warm in the winter. I better not tell Laura. She won't let me go home with her.
Guess where you're sleeping tonight?
Sleep with her. She don't let you sleep with me. She don't do that anymore.
Joe, do you have any? Did you remember Helen? How about you? Did you remember? Well, sort of. I'm gonna do mine last. You have one too? Oh.
Mine's not real funny like those. Aunt Mary wrote this church with us for several years. And
Oh, me.
that's her favorite word, I think, her expression is lousy me. So one night I picked her up in the convertible, and we've always had a few car problems of some sort. That evening we were going to church for a dinner, and after I picked her up, the rain the heavens opened up. And on the way to church with her and Maya, we were having to sop up water with towels in the car. And she says, "Lousy me, girls really working here." So she hasn't ridden in our convertible many times. Just a time or two. And but her favorite expression seems to be, whenever she's with us, is "lousy me." And when she was riding with us, Maya was young, and one evening she had to write a poem for school. I couldn't find the poem today, but Maya wrote a poem about her favorite aunt, and her favorite aunt ate onions. That was her favorite. So she took that to school, and we have a poem somewhere, but just a minute now. So in honor of your
That's a big one.
That just me back one day. There ain't take part of that the rest are with you.
They use muscle in throwing it.
Hey, Gladys or Aunt Georgie, do you have something?
Not a thing.
What
If
about
Johnny won't tell on me, I won't tell on her.
I'll tell you one about Grover. Many years ago, when I first got to know part of this long bunch, and I hardly been anywhere beside Indiana, and been to Illinois, and Ohio, and so I've never been. Well, yeah, I have been to Kentucky, I guess, over to Louisville. But I was invited to go to Kentucky, down to the old folks' place, and I said, well, this ought to be an adventure. So we went, and this, for you young folks, this is before I-65, okay? So you had to go down 31, and it took you a while to get down there. Seems to me, if I recall, at that time, Grover and Gladys had a 5-speed Volkswagen, and they gonna let me drive, so I thought this is pretty neat, because I know down there's got to be some rolling hills. So we left out of Indiana, and believe me, 31 was a pretty decent road, and the further south we went, well, the worse the roads got. And when we got down to Broadhead and Crab Orchard, we made a turn on some road that was really bad. But we were going, and I'm thinking, this is not too bad, because this is a 5-speed Volkswagen, and I can kind of jerk it around here and slide through these curves. Well, we come around this one curve, and here's this old boy riding a mule. And there's this gal walking along beside the mule with him. I kind of looked, and I said to him, what's wrong with this picture? And I said to Grover, I said, what's going on? Because by this time, this old couple, they looking in the car, and they're waving. And Grover and Gladys, them waving back. And I said, as we went by, who is that? And he said, well, that's Delbert and Debbie Law. So I figured, well, all right, they're along, they got to be all right. But then it kind of struck me. I said, wait a minute, Grover. I said, why in the world is he riding a mule and she's walking? He says, well, I only got one mule.
And then you all remember when Grandpa Long was laid out and they brought the cherry pie. Delbert and Debbie's pie. I don't know, did anybody hear me? It's been so hot, and I can't ever remember a time when it was this hot, except maybe once. And we got up in the morning and looked in our backyard, and there was Mom and Dad's bed out under the apple tree. Sometime during the night, I guess it just became unbearable when Mom and Dad moved their bed out of
Maybe they really were too long.
Details of the cherry pie incident? Could you?
No, if you know more about it, tell it. All I know is that we kind of let Peggy on, or somebody did.
Brownie and I.
You should tell her story.
It was that Marcy who was so funny. She probably doesn't even remember. Well, maybe I was up.
Yeah, you go ahead, Jeff.
Tell the story about that.
Take some mine, Billy. Use some mine. Use some mine. Right over here.
I don't know if I can remember all the details. What I remember the most about the incident was Aunt Martha. Aunt Martha got so tickled. I don't know if she remembers it, but she almost rolled on the floor. It was a Grandpa Long's funeral. The only details that I can remember was that he was laid out at the old home place where Beverly lives now. Is that correct? And there were nothing but screen doors. And there was no air conditioning, obviously, back then. And there, the house had screen doors on it, but the house was full of flies. I mean, it was just terrible. And of course, there was a corpse there in the building, and all of these flies. And people from miles had brought in all of this food. And it was all laid out, and like we did here today, except it was very, very warm. And we were just a little cautious of eating with all of these flies, and the body, it was just Well, anyway, Debbie and Noah, I can never say it right, all runs together. Well, they were there, of course, and they were their usual spectacle. And for you youngsters who've never seen them, it would be like, they look like, the people that you saw in Deliverance? That's not like that. But snaggletooth and just a little bit not quite all there, and smiling and always being right under your feet. Slobber. Yeah, slobbering. And I mean, they're real different looking. And everybody just kind of ignored them and let them do their thing. So anyway, Peggy, our cousin Peggy, who's not here today, was eating this cherry pie. And she was just eating it and really enjoying herself and really, really liked it. But what she didn't know was that Debbie had brought it. And we were all, of course, not going to eat anything that Debbie brought, because all you had to do was take one look at her to know that it probably wasn't the cleanest cherry pie. Well, anyway, Aunt Martha was someplace, I'm not sure where, but she got started laughing because of the situation. And she laughed so hard that the rest of us got started laughing, and then none of us could quit, and nobody knew what we were laughing at.
She's an old instigator, like Mom.
Georgie, go ahead.
I'll just tell it. This is something that Grover always told me. He said him and Mary and Gladys was out one time, and Mary was doing the driving, and Mary was always cautious because she didn't know hardly how to get in the parking spot or anything. So she went up and got in real well, and she said, maybe the good Lord just knew I was coming in and he saved this spot for me. Gove said, I said to her, yeah, but Mary, did you save 2 places for me?
Hey, Cora?
Let Aunt Mary tell the story.
Oh, what is it?
I can't remember all of that.
I didn't catch it.
Oh, we've been over the garden, stuff, it was late one night, and we got back to Brother's house, and he's getting all the vegetables out of the car, and his underwear fell. But he was tearing stuff, and his underwear was slipping down under his feet. He lashed on till I went down around all over the steps. We just had a good time.
And Gladys.
She's busy.
She's explained it.
About Aunt Mary, about Uncle Grover. It's so funny, I wanted to tell you today. Do you remember when you guys were living down by the Black Creek? Somewhere where the bridge was and the guy came along and his horse, remember, horse went through?
Yeah, no, it was a
Can you come tell that? It's really funny and I'd like for everybody to hear it. And then we'll finish up with Aunt Mary. But I'd like But it's so funny, I wanted you to tell it so everybody got to hear it.
We lived in this place where there was out of the house where the road near the street we call it now, right? It was a bridge over it. It went very good. And then on the other side of the house is another that you can go up there at home. And on the front side of the house, you can come down across another culvert with a little bridge over it. Well, this man come along on this horse. He's a great big fellow on the horse. Oh, some big support, Mr. Breeding long. Grover said to him, says, I don't believe if I shoot out across that bridge there. He said, why don't you come up this ridge like you was going around the barn and just come around the house and go out and sit there? Well, he did that like over the barn. But when he went to the left and that horse fell through the bridge. Grover laid down and about died. He laughed and he couldn't go help him up. And sitting out there kicking out there. Get up from here, get up. And he said, I don't know, pull my shoes off and go out there and see some cucumbers in the water. And I said, well, you can't. You put in your knees. He said, no, I'll try. So he pulls out the cucumbers that you give and stuffs cucumbers in his pocket. Down with his riches. Like he stood in his birthday suit. He said, you have to come out here and get me. I said, I can't.
Call the fire department or something. I said, they can't get you because you're out there into your knee. Did he work? Well, he couldn't get his feet out. He said, I don't know what I'm going to do. And I said, I don't know either. I was scared. So he put out his shoe off down. He said, well, Mom, I'm going to do these cucumbers. I said, well, they're down there in your pants. He picked and pulled the little cucumbers out and swung them up. And the rest of his birthday. He said, just stand where you think they can't see. I said, anybody couldn't see a man. I just people where 14 feet from you. Well, he liked the neck butt out that way. And I had to go to the car and spread paper on the seat and on the floor. It's just as muddy as a pig pen. We got home and he says, I don't think I'll ever do that again.
Okay, I got a present for Aunt Mary, and I wanted her to open it here so that all of you could see. I got her a travel bag, for Goldie Oldies travel bag for necessary items for these big trips. Remember, life begins at 80. So would you open this up and tell us what you have in here? It's probably good. Just pull them out and read them. Bring them out.
What is it?
That's shampoo. That's just shampoo.
That's shampoo.
Beautiful hair.
Headache powder. And that's hair color.
Hair color.
Blonde hair color. This is a laxative.
In case she has a problem.
And I guess we'll all need that today. What's this? Dental floss.
In case she gets something in those teeth.
Surgical scrub.
Surgical scrubs. In case she needs to get really clean.
Well, you know I can read very good. That's tanning, dark tanning lotion. Yeah.
Well, yeah, I bet she lays hours. She's probably been rollerblading with that guy down the road. I say get some cream. I think you'll.
Oh, yeah. This is,
Oh, it's
skin lotion.
skin protection.
Yeah.
When she's out.
Okay, go ahead.
I don't think they can all see that. And then I got you something else. What did you open?
Well, you've got all their things, nobody else is.
Nobody else is able but you.
Oh, she buy green bananas.
Now, I have a poem to read to you, and then I think I'll wait something for you, too. There's nothing whatever the matter with me. I'm just as healthy as I can be. I have arthritis in both knees, and when I talk with a wheeze. My pulse is weak, my blood is thin, but I'm awfully well for the shape I'm in. All my teeth have had to come out, and my diet I hate to think about. I'm overweight and can't get thin, but I'm awfully well for the shape I'm in. My arch supports I need for my feet, or I wouldn't be able to go out on the street. Sleep is denied me night after night, but every morning I find that I'm all right. My memory's failing, my head's in a spin, but I'm awfully well for the shape I'm in. Old age is golden, I've heard it said, but sometimes I'll wonder as I go to bed, with my ears in the drawer, my teeth in a cup, and my eyes on a shelf until I get up. And when sleep dims my eyes, I say to myself, the reason I know my youth has been spent is why my get up and go has got up and went. But I really don't mind when I think with a grin of all the places my get up has been. I get up each morning and dust off my wits, pick up the paper and read the obits. If my name is missing, I'm therefore not dead, so I eat a good breakfast and jump back in bed. The moral of this tale doth unfold that you and me who are growing old, it's better to say I'm fine with a grin than to let people know the shape we are in. Must be big apples, right?
Remember you said yesterday you was getting low on
Oh, Aunt Mary's going to help her tell her story. And then I think that's all that I have.
Mom always wrote to that Mary after she was a girl. She was a little bit afraid. She was a little bit afraid when she never did tell Aunt Mary that she told best. Anyway, they went to the Dairy Queen, or they would go to Kmart, and then they went to the Dairy Queen. I forgot how it did, but anyway, Aunt Mary forgot that she could turn, you forgot she could turn right without going through the light, is that right? Yeah. They always went to Dairy Queen and went straight across the street.
Kmart's on one side, Dairy Queen's on the other, and she could go straight across and get a Dairy Queen. But she forgot she could go home and just go and turn right, and not have to go through the light. So she just went straight across and turned around and came back. Another time, Mom never did tell Aunt Mary, you know when you go to our house like you've been neighbors, and you turn right and there's like a big bank there on the side of the road? Aunt Mary turned too close. Mom said she just went over that bank. But they didn't turn over anything. They just made it onto the street.
I think Aunt Mary's driving was probably the thing that people remember the most. Okay, because I know she told the grandkids they had to sit down and be still when she drove because it bothered her, and then when she had to turn on her windshield wiper, she had to pull over. One thing at a time. I think it took her many years till she finally found out that when the light was green and she was making a left across the traffic, she thought she had the right of it. And she had been turning, which was very dangerous. I think Dad was finally told her, he's saying that unless it was an arrow, you didn't have the right of way. And Dad, did they say you remembered something you were going to tell? Or did I just tell it? Yeah, come on here because I don't think they can hear you. Don't hear you get this.
I'll tell one, Mary, and it maybe more on Jewel than it was on you. They had dug sweet potatoes and put them up in the wall. Well, Jewel couldn't climb, so put Mary up there to take the potatoes back and put them in between the joists. There wasn't no floor. Mary stepped around there and got off the joist, run her foot down through the ceiling. Well, when she run her foot through the ceiling, instead of Jewel pushing her foot up, she grabbed her foot. Stovepipe down there, went down to the ceiling. I think we better let Mary rest a while.
Oh, I found a picture though.
Don't let Mary see it.
Mary was born, Joy fixed them up, and I got them over here on some posters. The day you were born, but it was in Kansas City, it's the ads and that type of stuff to see how expensive or how inexpensive things were. So if anybody wants to look at them, and we also have the pictures that Judy has of her 80th birthday, if you weren't able to come, that we have brought. And then there is some pictures on the wall of her Aunt Mary through the years.
And Pooch and I would like to know, does anybody have a picture of Mom when she was a baby?
Yeah, we couldn't find any, even young pictures, could we?
Or was she just dropped out of the ceiling somewhere? There's no proof of Mom. There's nothing, no record of Mom. She even got her birth certificate back when Dad left us. And she swore up and down her name was wrong on it.
She's got more of a name than she thought she had.
Her name, she always went by Mary Anna Francis, but when she got her birth certificate, Mary Anna is one name. That's pretty.
And then, I don't know where she had one of the, Joy made her one of the birthday signs that tells who things about 1915 was the year she was born. So, I think that's all I have
I guess, you can see what's gonna happen to you when we reach 80 if we keep having this.
That's right. Taking notes.
2 more years. We're gonna burn somebody again.
Hey, Brown, don't laugh at you.
Huh?
That's you. You're next.
No, it's not me. I got one more thing. This couple is not here, but their kids are here. And I'm talking about Mr. Cool, Mrs. Cool. And a lot of you have heard me say this, but I just got out of school, and they lived over on Moore Street. The house is gone, but I went over to see probably Hollis or Dwight or somebody, and went over there and I heard somebody holler, "Help me! Help me!" So I walked around the corner, and guess who was out in the garden? Stuck. Yeah, she was. She couldn't move. She was buried that deep in the mud. You know, and I can't this moment think where I helped her out or not. She got out there and she couldn't move. She ran out in the middle of it. She had both feet buried.
Yeah, you lowered her pocket.
Every time I see her, she says, "Don't mention it." But I don't know where anybody else has got anything else to say or not, but
Brownie,
enjoy this day. Huh?
who knows the story about the Red Bank? This
And Bonnie.
And Bonnie, you know the story of the Red Bank? This is on Helen and
Mom and Janet did it.
Bonnie, can you tell the story?
I can't remember it all. They were coming. We told them our street turned between 2 red banks, which was red clay and dirt, you know. So they were looking for a bank light. Did you go there?
That's pretty good. Sounds like somebody else's. What'd she say?
Well, that one day was hot, so they come and pick us up, and we were swimming. Well, behind the old Marshall's school, there was a swimmer hole. And you always took a bait. Your birthday? Yeah. Martha could look out her kitchen window. Look up there, boy, we take her, get up there, get her big birthday suit and dive in, you know, turn around there and see them big eyes. All I got is one more thing. I'm glad to have one guy here today. This guy right here, Kenny. He's going to be supporting us for about 4 years. He went to boot camp this summer, and he just got home Monday. A week ago, Monday. Sunday. Had to go back to school Thursday. And then after he gets out of his senior year, he'll go back in for 4 years. 4 or more. According to how he likes it. 3 or 4. But, I'm glad to have him here today. He put on a few pounds. I asked him how they treat him and how he likes his food. It's always good. Eat some more so we don't have to take it home. Especially eat some of mine. Leave the fruit, I'll take care of it. I don't worry about got anything in mind.
Oh, Brownie, do y'all remember the story that Papa always told of going to church? Does everybody remember that story? No. The lady was going to church and they always have to stop at the branch and wash their feet before they get to church because they're dirty, you know. And she put her stockings over her, throw them over her shoulder, you know, to wash her feet, and she forgot them. Went on to church. And then the next Sunday when she got to church, every lady had her hose over her shoulder. But Papa always told that.
And the more hat story, you remember the more hat story?
Do you remember that?
It had something to do with the invention of cars and the guy was going at such a high rate of speed, like 40 miles an hour. Is that?
No, that wasn't it. That was the more hats. No, the other one.
Oh, the more hats was like when somebody named their birthday secret?
Yeah.
No.
The hat story you're talking about was our dad. Mother, you tell.
Oh, at the ball game?
No, Dad had come to.
He had come in and brought
Yes.
one of the little towns over there.
I want to give a correct, accurate
Come in on the train. And he asked the party to see what they would. At the ride, and this one person, old man or some man, told him yes, he could go part of the way with him. And they got in the car and started, and I don't know if Grover asked him how fast the car would go or what, but he said, oh, you hold on to your hat. And Grover said he goes 30 miles an hour.
He told him for him to hold his hat on because he had his watch.
Yeah, that's good. For him to hold on, because I don't know, he goes every 30 miles.
Do you know Can you tell that?
He said he had this man that was all the time into something funny. Went to the ball game. He said this man sitting right in front of him with one of those Panama hats on. You know, they're heavy straw like got a rim on them. And I'm very easy to come up. He told Rover, he said, now you watch him, I'll get happy. So directly they got to yelling about the ball game and that boy grabbed that man's hat and sounded it down on his head. Just come through it and the rim fell around his neck.
Can he say, oh, I'm sorry that I just got so excited?
Yeah, he was overjoyed. He couldn't help it. They went out on the street. He said, now you want to go get a crowd. Sit down here on the corner. He said, I'm going to get a second. Oh, look at that. You got to believe they could do a thing like that? What else are they going to do? He said, a little bit everybody.
And also the revolving doors, did they have, they would act like they couldn't get into the revolving doors?
Get out and run the revolving door.
Your picture?
Did Shannon leave? Did Shannon leave? Don't put it on.
She's gonna put the lens on.
No, you can't see. How about you just take pictures of you if you have the lens on?
No.
Can you tell Jackie hi?
Say hi to the camera. Say hi.
Hi.
Can you say happy birthday to Aunt Mary?
Happy my.
Good girl. Yeah.
No.
We have our own game of tennis going in here.
Wheelbarrow. You want wheelbarrow?
Don't
You want wheelbarrow?
You throw it to Olivia. Can you throw it to Olivia? You should throw it to Olivia. That's Olivia right there. Throw it to Olivia. Throw it to her. Oh, you gonna get it to Jordan? Throw it to Olivia. Not Jordan. Yeah, Jordan. Olivia's been dancing. Good. Good.
Caitlin, throw this one. Caitlin, throw this ball.
Bingo.
No, Caitlin.
Good, Olivia.
There we go. Caitlin! Caitlin! Almost lost you, didn't you? Did you see this wheelbarrow? Watch. You ready? You want wheelbarrow? Let's show mommy.
Can Paul do it?
She won't. You want to try it? I'll tape you.
No, I just wanted her to argue with it. I'm trying to get her to talk.
Can Paul do it? Paul do it? right.
You show them how you do a somersault?
Do a somersault.
Do a somersault. Oh, we'll get somersault. Show them how you do a somersault.
Do a somersault. Go like this. Come here. Okay. Put your head down. No. Under. Now push.
Do it again. Do a somersault.
Do your somersault.
Oh, I just want to do a somersault. Okay, do one. Oh, I have to wheelbarrow. Okay, put your hands up. Not very good at that.
You want Pa to do it?
I'm gonna pause do it. Yeah. Pause do it.
You want Ma to do it?
Quite swing on that. Can you be a little bit higher, don't you?
Jump up and get it. Jump. Jump, Caitlin. Jump. Jump.
What do you say, Caitlin? Say thank you. Come here, honey. Oh, it's not right.
So it looks like this is